Good morning ma'am, I'm Diana Jane Marokin from CRIM 1A. At itatakil ko po ngayon ang Criminal Psychology ng Chapter 8. Criminal Psychology is defined as the study of human behavior in relation to criminality. To understand criminal psychology better, it's necessary to have familiarity with the basic principles of general psychology to understand criminal behavior. Ito po yung pag-aaral tungkol sa ugali ng tao na may kinalaman sa krimen. Psychology. Psychology is the systematic scientific study of behaviors and mental processes. Behaviors refers to observable actions or responses, while mental processes, which are not directly observable, refer to a wide range of imagining, studying, and dreaming. Simply put, behaviors are actions that can be seen because there are physical actions involved like walking, dancing, speaking, and others. Mental processes, however, cannot be seen because these take place only in the mind. Examples of these are remembering, fantasizing, feeling, and all similar activities. The study of emotion and personality are also included in psychology. Ito naman yung pag-aaral tungkol sa galaw o tugon ng isang tao. Or ugali na lang din po. Abnormal psychology. Another area of study in psychology is abnormal behavior, and it is called abnormal psychology. Abnormal psychology is the study of maladjustment among mental, social, and emotional deviates. Here, mental disorders are studied as to their causes, classification, and treatment. Naturally, the mental health of person can affect his behavior. Mental health refers to the individual state of adjustment to himself and to his environment with maximum of effectiveness and satisfaction. Dito naman po sa abnormal psychology, ito po yung mga mga mental or emotional na ugali ng tao na hindi mo maintindihan. Kumbaga hindi po ma-predict, ganun po. Emotional problem. Emotional problem is the another cause of criminality. A person's inability to cope with the frustration, conflicts, challenges, and difficulties of life can lead him to act criminality. Likewise, a person must know how to control negative emotions. Intense emotions can affect mental processes. His failure to control these emotions could also lead to criminal behavior. This is where the concept of adjustment, frustration, and defense mechanism are useful in understanding criminal behavior. There are normal reactions to frustrations, reactions that help individual to successfully cope with frustrations. However, there are also abnormal reactions, and these abnormal reactions lead to unacceptable behavior and sometimes even result in development of mental disorder in the person. Sa emotional problem naman po ay ang example po natin, frustration o pagkabigo. Nagkakaroon po ng emotional problem ang isang tao kapag, example nga po, nabigo or kunyari sa love life, ganon, na-busted, tapos na-frustrate po siya, nabigo po siya. Dinamdam niya po ng husto yun. Tapos sa sobrang dinamdam niya, doon na po pumapasok yung anxiety and depression. Tapos pag hindi niya po kinaya, nagkakaroon po siya ng mental disorder or problema sa pag-iisip. Abnormal reaction to frustration. Neuroses and psychoses are abnormal reactions to frustrations. Neurosis is a mild form of mental disorder that can usually be cured by therapy. Although it may cause disruption in daily life, it is not serious to affect his general perception of reality. But psychosis is the severe mental disorder that greatly affect the individual's concept of reality. It is usually difficult to cure but can be managed using medication, therapy, and confinement to a mental hospital or facility. Ito na nga po yung sinasabi ko kanina na yung tungkol po sa frustration pag hindi niya po kinaya, maaaring mabaliw po siya or magkaroon ng mental disorder. Pero nagagamot naman po ito sa pamamagitan ng medication po or panggagamot or therapy po or pagkukonsulta sa mga therapist. Ganun po. Classification of mental disorder. Mental disorder is generally defined as prolonged or recurring problem that seriously interferes with an individual ability to live a satisfying personal life and function and adequately in a society. Ito naman po yung classification of mental disorder. Ito naman po yung mental disorder na pinatagal prolong, pinatagal. Ito naman po yung pinatagal pero nagagamot naman po na seryosong nakakaapekto sa pamumuhay ng tao, na nakakaapekto sa satisfaction ng pamumuhay po ng tao. Schizophrenia. May dalawang po tayo na nakapaloob sa schizophrenia. Ang paranoid o pagkapraning o disorganized. Ang paranoid o pagkapraning at saka ang disorganized o hindi organisado o hindi maayos. Schizophrenia is a severe form of psychosis, hallucination, delusion, and disorganized behavior are some of psychotic symptoms of this disorder. Ito naman po yung may problema din sa pag-iisip, hallucination. Nakakapag-isip ka po ng, kunyari nag-i-imagine ka po na akala mo totoo pero hindi pala. Yung akala mo po mahal ka niya pero hindi pala. At delusion tsaka disorganized behavior, yan po yung mga symptoms ng schizophrenia disorder. Mood disorder. Sa mood disorder naman po ay may dalawang nakapaloob dito. Depression at bipolar disorder. Ang mood disorder, ang depression, ito po yung pag-iisip kung sa akin lang po, sa akin lang po, pagkakaintindi ko lang po. Ang depression po ay yung pag-iisip ng pag-overthink. Parang ganun yung parang sobrang pagkalungkot, parang ganun. At saka ang bipolar disorder naman po ay karamdamang kaisipan. Ganun pa rin. Definition, a mood disorder is a prolonged and disturbed emotional state that affects almost of a person's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Ito naman, ang mood disorder po ay nakakaapekto sa pag-iisip, sa nararamdaman at sa galaw po ng tao. Depression and bipolar disorder are example of this disorder. Okay.